It's me. We down here to talk about. I don't really have nothing to talk about. I was supposed to watch what's the show called? I got the arrow. What's the show called? Real Housewives of New York, and I didn't watch it. Honey, I got in the bed and started watching people's reviews and stuff. And then I just fell asleep. I said I was gonna get up at 10 and watch it. And oh, I said I was gonna get up at 10, and then I got up at 10, and I was like, I don't actually feel like getting up and taking notes. You know, I get what I want. Hey, bitch, I'm a Betty. I get what I want. So let's see what's on the blogs. I really don't have nothing to talk about, y'all. So let's fix this camera. Stop it. What's up, everybody? It's me again. Did I stop the video? I don't even know if I started the video. Did I start the video? I don't know. We'll see. But oh, I was like, who's talking at the same time? So let's see what's going on the blogs, honey.
I sponsor the blogs. Let me tell you something.
I don't even have anything saved. We just going off at the top of the dome. Let me see. Let me go in what I have saved. Oh, Tiffany Haddish. Yes. Miss Tiffany. I've never really seen it for Tiffany Haddish. I always felt like when she first came out, she played the unassuming hood chick, and she didn't know how to pronounce people's names and just ignorant, right? Just acting like that, knowing she's not really like that at all. It's a shtick. She has a docu-series coming out. It says Tiffany Haddish. This is from the Jasmine brand. Tiffany Haddish. Let me make sure this mic is on, okay? Tiffany Haddish is producing a docu-series about successful women who date homeless men. Hopes to change the stigma about the topic. Everyone deserves someone. Now, deserves is a pretty powerful word. You know, I have come to the awareness that just because you exist does not mean that you are here to be in a relationship, romantic relationship with someone. I believe that you create relationships. There are other ways and forms of having fulfilling, sustainable relationships. And sometimes those relationships typically are lifelong, right? I wonder if I should keep the car on because it's already like, what's the temperature right now? 72. And it's like, it's not even 7:30 yet. Right. Right. But back to Tiffany Haddish. Everyone deserves someone. Not romantically. I don't believe that that's true. I believe that's the reason. That's what's wrong with the men of the world. For generations, they believe they deserve you just for simply existing. And no, I feel like if you want to create a docu-series about homeless people not being alone or having companionship while they're houseless, you can find other homeless people or houseless people to do that with. I can't wait to read the comments. I think I could speak for myself, but I think I'm speaking for a lot, especially for Black women. Black women, there has been no stigma. Race loyal Black women tend to partner down. And that's just a statistical fact. And you can go look at it. Okay? Because their counterparts don't measure up in society. So since they're race loyal, they typically date down, marry down, partner down. So there is no stigma, right? So I don't know if this is a series with black women, and if they are black women on there, I would classify you as someone severely desperate if you feel like you want to, as a successful person, whatever accomplishments you have, if you deem yourself a successful woman and then you partner with someone who doesn't have a home. No, we're not doing that. And I speak for myself, but I'm sure that there's a lot of black women who are like, absolutely not. A lot of women, period. Absolutely not. For a woman for her to be able to even create this show is astonishing. Comedian Tiffany Haddish is aiming to bring something new to the entertainment industry. According to the reports, the 43-year-old movie star is producing an upcoming docuseries that will showcase the realities of finding love while dealing with homelessness. Reportedly, Tiffany Haddish spoke about the project prior to the writer's strike. The show will reportedly follow the lives of successful women who are dating homeless men. That to me, I feel like that's blasphemy. I do. I feel like with the feeling that I have that comes up in me, I feel like Tiffany Haddish is treasonous for participating in something like this. To me, I feel like something like this, when you're producing content like this is your contribution. I feel like you should be canceled. I know you can't cancel anybody, but I feel like when canceling comes, I'm not going to support you. I'm not supporting anything you do. You are an agent of chaos. You are. If you think you want to create a show to show successful women. It is noted, however, the series is one of 2 non-scripted programs Haddish's company, She Ready Productions, has in the works in collaboration with Hearst Media Production Group. Speaking about the docuseries before joining the actor strike, the Girls Trip star reportedly stated, "I experienced homelessness myself, and I found that there was a stigma on it that I don't think should be there. Everyone deserves to have someone supporting them and caring for them. Not necessarily carrying them all the way. If you don't have a house, probably you might be sleeping in a car or sleeping in a motel or hotel or a Holiday Inn. If your girl starts acting up, then you take her friend." I said, dip, dive, what do you say? No, okay, let me stop. It's really important for people to make sure that they know that, because it's really hard to be homeless. Right. And if you are experiencing houselessness, I feel like you should be focused on trying to acquire a home or shelter somewhere. To me, I feel like partnering or setting successful women up to partner with homeless men or women. I don't know what the details of the story is, but I'm sure there's no men signing up for this to take in a homeless woman. Why do women need to sign up to take care of a homeless man? I bet you let's see. Yeah, successful women who are dating homeless people. Girl, no. No. We're not doing that. I feel like that is so, like, I feel like that's just a betrayal of womanhood for you to even create an environment. Did y'all hear that story? I think I saw it on Uncut. That's a new blog site on Instagram. This man who, baby, get into this skin first of all, okay? No, but this story about this man, I think he was 26, worked at a Taco Bell. I don't know if he was a manager, but there was a coworker who worked with him who was experiencing homelessness, right? He invited him to move in with him, and he did. But he started acting up. And when he asked him to leave, guess what he did? Guess what he did? He killed him. Exactly. A lot of people who are houseless suffer from mental illness. A lot of them. They suffer from severe mental illness to the point where they cannot participate actively within society. They can't get jobs. They can't maintain jobs, I should say, because they can get jobs. They can't maintain jobs. I think this is a slap in the face to successful women for somebody to be saying, hey, girl, y'all out here so desperate. Why don't you take these niggas off the streets? It's really important for people to make sure that they know that, because it's really hard to be homeless. So many people are isolated and living on the streets alone. Actually, I mean, I'm in California, Northern California, and homeless crisis is severe up here. People, there's encampments all over the place, okay? Those people are not alone. They're not alone. They're in community. There is a houseless community. Now, I could see if there was a person, a woman there that was like, I'm out here by myself. I need a companion. The best companion for her would be another woman. A lot of women, houseless women, go find men because they feel they can be protected, right, by the man, right, that they are partnered with while they're experiencing this. I see a lot of houseless people with animals. Those are their companions, that people that are out here solo. Everyone deserves to be loved no matter their situation. Yes, I believe everyone deserves to be loved, but it doesn't have to look like a romantic partnership. Let me let you listen to this girl. I'm going to come back and read these comments because it infuriated me when I saw this, because I said, how the fuck can you actually, this is what you want to contribute while you're here on this earth, is setting women up for possibly dangerous situations when they ask these men to leave and they don't want to leave because they don't want to experience houselessness anymore. And so they kill you and stuff you in a goddamn deep freezer and stay living in your house while you in the deep freezer for months. No, we're not playing those games. I want to play this for you. This is Mona. Don't call me a white girl. You know how she interviews the girls? She was talking to Ari Fletcher, and she asked her would she date a good man who worked in Target, and she said no. She's the type of woman who wants to be with someone who is hustling to get their money. She is not dealing with somebody from Target. While there is a woman out there for that man in Target, there is a woman for him if he chooses to be in a relationship. But asking successful, accomplished women who are literally live a certain lifestyle, to partner with somebody who can't live up to her lifestyle, I think it's ultimate betrayal. Stop asking, especially black women, stop asking them to date down, to partner down. Stop encouraging it. Stop it. They're already dealing with scarcity and lack out here, especially the race loyal ones. Now you want to say, oh, let's get you a houseless person. Girl, no. Listen to this. I want you to listen to this girl. Hold on.
He a great guy.
Okay.
If you met a guy, he's the manager at Target, he a great guy, can you be with him?
No. This is irrelevant. And, I'm already ready for the comments for people telling me not to take shit too serious. But this is truly irrelevant. I feel like we're now in a day and age where black people or colored people in general can have a platform and build a liking, and a following. But for some reason, we've complained for so long at the fact that we weren't able to build a steady type of, voice for ourselves. And now we have a voice, but we're talking about relationships 24/7. It's like there's always this talk on these podcasts, these black podcasts specifically, about how there's different dangers in the relationships of black people, how women are more masculine and men want to be chased. But the issue that still lies now, and that did in the past, is the fact that black people are so focused on love that they're unable to see what's going on in the world. They're so focused on intimacy and being coddled by a partner, that they're not noticing that there's things happening in the community and outside the community that we need to speak up for. We finally get a voice, and we always complain as Black people about not having a voice, but we get one. We have people watching us, but we're trying to figure out whether or not, if I want to be with a man from Target, that work at Target. That's the last thing that we need to be talking about. There's shit actually going on in the world, but if you leave it up to Black people,
She's on TikTok. The Scorpio Rising. I think she's changed her name since then. I'm not sure, because I was trying to find her to follow her. I love that young, when I tell you how it just sets me like into like a state of blissfulness when I see younger girls come into this awareness. Baby, if I had access to what y'all have, this internet and the girls talking, baby, I would have had a whole different life. And I know that there are women out there who can attest. If they had the internet when I was in my 20s, social media, I should say, not the internet, social media, to the point where it was like this, where people are now talking about things, providing examples and solutions and the ways that women could, girl, half of the partnering choices, dealing with, putting up with, trying to get, I would have been able to see that it's okay that I don't participate in this part of the experiment. I don't want to participate in that. I've done it. And I used to do it thinking like, oh, this is what I should be doing. You're socialized to do that, right? And for some people, just like Tiffany is like, oh, everyone deserves to be with somebody. Not in a romantic, intimate way. That's not everybody's goal. Everybody does. A lot of people are socialized to believe that, when the truth is you can have more fulfilling, sustainable relationships that are platonic. But so many people have been socialized that not even men and women can be in platonic relationships. Everybody's fucking. You can't even have and especially a straight man. What? He's been socialized that he can't even be friends with women. Can men and women be friends? All that dumb stuff. I want to read the comments from the Tiffany Haddish post. Let's read those real quick and then we'll move on. Let's read some of the comments.
A woman shot.
Did you hear that? That was the Home Depot story. I hope they cast white women and other races, because us black ladies has had enough. I'll put fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Shout out to Rocks. Now, how she come up with this topic? Exactly. Homelessness. We resort to this mess. A lot of niggas is homeless, and some of y'all be on this documentary unknowingly. Yeah, shout out to the homosexuals. The niggas who get in relationships to have a place to live. Stop promoting struggle love. No, thank you. I'm tired of seeing women accept less than their worth. That documentary will present the wrong image of women and set false expectations for men. It's bad enough these modern dudes. No, you want modern dudes. You do not want traditional men. Fix your language, because you be careful what you ask for. Modern dudes don't feel like they need to work or contribute to anything as is. No, the traditional dudes don't feel. They want traditional. They want traditional women, but they want to be modern men, right? They want you to be traditional, but they want a partner that looks like a modern woman, to where you do all the free labor, you do the mating, the muling, and the mattressing, and the mothering, while they don't do much, but say that but ask you to split. That's what I'm getting at. They ask you to split. They're not doing nothing, because they don't even have the money. They don't even have the money to participate in a traditional template. They don't. Homeless, like he doesn't have a BM that's a roommate, a cousin's couch, a mama's house, nothing. Like he under the freeway in a tent type of homeless. I need specific issues. What and why? My grandpa always said, romance without finance is a nuisance. First it was a chicken in her bag and eating it on the red carpet. Now it's promoting struggle love. Who sent her? That's what I said. She's an agent. That's what I said. She's an agent of chaos. Girl, that's it. Look at the shows like not Ready to Love, Family or Fiance. I think that's what it's called. Family or Fiance. That was the show that I was watching when I realized I think people think because they exist, they should be in a romantic partnership with somebody. I would truly believe that because people, if you approach marriage as a business, half of these partnerships would not come together because they just want a partner. They just want a partner. They just want a companion. There's no thought. Go get a fucking goldfish. Honestly, get you an animal, because a service animal, an emotional support animal. If that's what when I saw that show, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, this is proof that people believe because they exist that they need to be in a romantic, intimate partnership with someone. I'm done talking about Tiffany Haddish. You're a treasonous person. Blindside subject O'Hare alleges Tuyos, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, made millions off of a lie. Retired NFL star Michael O'Hare was supposed adoption out of Retired NFL star Michael O'Hare, whose supposed adoption out of grinding poverty by a wealthy white family, was immortalized in the 2009 movie The Blind Side, petitioned a Tennessee court Monday with allegations that the central element of the story was a lie concocted by the family to enrich themselves at his expense. The 14-page I tell you, it's colonized DNA. What do they call it when the DNA from your ancestors the codes are in you? They were the same codes that your ancestors reside in your DNA. The same codes. The colonizer DNA exists. They don't know. It's almost like they don't know what to do except exploit, oppress, suppress, hate. They don't even know what else to do. I need to find someone black to exploit. He alleges that Sean and Lee Ann, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, Tuohi, who took O'Hare into their home as a high school student, never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months later, when he turned 18 in 2004, the petition says the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, which gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name. The petition further alleges that they used their power as conservators to strike a deal that paid them and their 2 birth children millions of dollars in royalties and an Oscar-winning film that earned more than $300 million, while he got nothing for the story that would not have existed without him. In the years since, he's continued calling the 37-year-old their adopted son and have used that assertion to promote their foundation as well as Leanne's work as an author and motivational speaker. Oh, is he married? Is this him getting married? How much you want to bet his wife encouraged him to speak out? How much you want to bet it was his wife who encouraged him to say, hey, you need to say something, because this is crazy. This is crazy. He got married last November to Tiffany, and the newlyweds have 4 children. Yeah, he needs to sue them. I want everything. Give me everything back. He's owed it. I'm sorry. That is deplorable. Ugh. Let's read a couple comments. Listen, the first comment. The wife was digging into that family and found out some shit. Black women know we gonna find the truth. That's what I've said. I'm almost certain, I can bet on it, that it was his wife who encouraged him to speak out. Curious as to why it took him so long to figure out they were scamming him. He's a grown-up. He just found out in February of 2003. If he's anything like his character in the movie, then he's a little off. If he just got married in November, his wife probably helped him figure it out. He barely graduated high school. They pushed him through for sports. He probably didn't understand everything, but I'm sure his black wife does and probably encouraged him to file. That's what I'm saying. Because this never fully set right with me. It's giving he married a black woman and she was his blessing. So you come out now, years later, why didn't he mention this when the movie premiered? Something still don't smell right. If he signed a document thinking that he was being adopted, well, when they told the story, so he wasn't adopted. That's a part of the story that's not true. And then he signed over rights to use him as a commodity. Black Girl Magic stepped in. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it was his wife. I haven't even read any of these comments. New wife helped him girl, new wife helped him to become unblind. Okay, good for you, sir. Not knowing all the angles, there are questions, but other stories like this, there are many perspectives. I read through the years that he didn't agree with the movie. Media controls the narrative, and what we haven't seen in the background doesn't mean anything was going on. Glad more light was shown on this situation. Yeah. I said the same thing. I bet it was the wife. Like, girl, we're not playing this. Do you realize you signed something that signed over your rights to be used as a commodity? Look at Russell Wilson and Sierra and their children. Look at that. I'll put it on the screen. Let me take a screenshot of it so I can remember. Jamie Foxx is on a mission to help rekindle the romantic relationship with the ex, Katie Holmes, after recovering from medical emergency.
Following along, y'all should...
Girl, hold on, let me mute this.
Following along.
Okay. Jamie Foxx is reportedly on a mission to get back together with his former girlfriend after his health scare back in April. According to Radar Online, Jamie Foxx, they said sources close to Jamie Foxx said the actor has set his sights on winning back his ex-girlfriend, Katie Holmes, 44. I guess. That's what the people were saying when he was when he was sick. Like, what are y'all, I think humanity comes in, right? You have to, when somebody is sick and, they're on, possibly going through, you don't know what they're going through. A lot of people are like, don't support Jamie Foxx because he don't support y'all, talking to black women. He don't fuck with y'all. That's what the people kept saying. Why do you care? It's just the humanity part of that, right? Humanity. You have to, after a while, you step out of the vortex of race and the vortex of all these social constructs, and you just have to be like, he's a human being who's unwell. You want him to be well, if anything, right? Nobody's saying to go down, send them flowers, or contribute to a GoFundMe. But at the end of the day, as a human being, you want the person to be well. Unless, let me show that. Jamie Foxx hasn't hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Clarence Avant, godfather of black entertainment, he passed at 92. Remember a few years ago, his wife was murdered in a home invasion. Remember that? He died on Sunday. No cause of death was provided. He was 92. They made a documentary about him. It's on Netflix. Let's see. It says, very sad news. Clarence Avant, whose unofficial title of the Black Godfather spanned the world of music, sports, and entertainment and politics, has passed. He died Sunday at his home in Los Angeles. No cause of death was provided. It was with a heavy heart that the Avant Sarandos family announced the passing of Clarence Alexander Avant. The statement from his children, Nicole and Alexander, and his son-in-law, Ted Sarandos, Through his revolutionary business leadership, Clarence became affectionately known as a Black Godfather in the world of music, entertainment, politics, and sports. He leaves behind a loving family, a sea of friends and associates that have changed the world and will continue to change the world for generations to come. August 13th. Yeah, remember his wife was killed in a home invasion? Shout out to Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather. He connected all the people. Connections. I saw Courtney was on, let's come back for another video and we'll start another video because it's already 30 minutes. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.